Let us be mindful of what it is that we share with our children. Children still need to have their childhoods. We don't need to strip them of their childhoods by giving them too much responsibility, by sharing too much information that only should be shared among adults. Also, when we speak to our children and we say, we don't have enough money, what message are you sending to the children? Now the children are looking at the older siblings or older friends, older gang members sometimes, and they look up to them because they have money. Next thing you know, they've traded their souls for finances. We already know there's too many family members who do this, who trade in their morals for finances, all because they want to live comfortable lifestyles. When we do that, what happens to the people in our communities? What happens to our children, our offspring? What happens to children who look up to you? Not only do they lose faith and do they lose trust in you, but they begin to sell their souls, thinking that this is the right thing to do so that they can put food on the table. We don't have to compromise. There are other ways of doing things. Put our minds together, work at a plan, get a goal in mind. I noticed that a lot of immigrants come together. They live in one small apartment until they get enough money so that one person can actually open up that business. That's also creating jobs for not only people in the family, but other people in the community. When are we going to wake up and realize that it is time for us to make bigger decisions? Do not fall short of God by making heinous crimes your forefront. Try your hardest to learn what love really is all about. Love can create more open doors, more opportunities. Hatred and greed can close those doors, can crush people's fingers in those doors, can harm others. We have a man out here who collaborated with his ex-women to jump one woman, all because of his pride, all because he doesn't want to lose. If a woman says no thank you, you should not take that as a prideful thing, a prideful act, and hurt her or try to harm her or try to off her, all because your pride was on the line and you made a bet with your friends saying that you could have her anytime you wanted. If your pride is on the line, you need to let that pride go. This man who has so many children, I don't even know if he knows how many children he has. But instead of him investing in those children, he preferred to go ahead and take the money that he stole to wear certain clothing to look good. But now these children are hungry. School opened up. What about these children's school clothes? What about their lunch money? People are not looking at what it's going to take to raise the family, to create a peaceful environment and a growth experience for these children. Instead, you take the money and you throw it away on all these name brand items just to prove a point that you're cool, that you look good, and all this different things going on. What about the children? Are you setting a good example? Someone said that I was involved in some kind of heinous crime hurting children. I love children too much for that. I would not ever sacrifice any children. I'd sacrifice myself first. Now, of course, in regards to a recent taping that I did in regards to spanking a child, I've apologized for that, and I've also experienced my own growth and perseverance from trying to make better choices. We as individuals have got to make better choices, because if we don't make the better choices, our children, our families will be sacrificed because of the mistakes that we make. It's time for us to wake up, come together, have some meetings on that one instead of those Saturday meetings that you're having in order to hurt and harm another individual. Come together and have a healing meeting so that people can grow together, persevere, maybe create a community garden, something that the children can learn from, grow from, and persevere from. Because after all, we are healing here.